Okay, so today I want to go over the best ways to deal with overeating. Let's get into it. So there's basically like two ways I kind of think about this, because there's eating too much in your meals. That's like having like 18 servings and just being a big bag. And then there's also just when you want to eat all the time, like 2 hours after a meal, you're like ready to go eat again. So first, I'm going to deal with how to not eat so much in one setting, in one meal. So the first thing is have water. This is my water bottle. I have this literally with me all day, every day. This is a half gallon. I end up drinking probably almost 2.5 of these a day. Now, before your meals, if you're someone who just wants to keep eating, you're just like a bottomless pit, right? Try and have like a cup of water. If you just have like a nice 16 ounces of water, something like that, right? That's going to fill your stomach up a little bit so that hopefully when you eat, you won't be as full. That's the hope. Also, another thing you can do, and I have these assortment of things right here, is when you're done with your meal, gum. Gum for me has been a lifesaver when I'm trying to like cut and not overeat, because I just want to keep eating. Like I'll just keep going. Like I'll eat a meal, then I want chips, then I want after chips, I want something else. Like, I'll just keep eating. And once I have gum, like I'm not gonna spit my gum out to go eat. And I'll just sit there chewing on gum. And the best part is, yeah, there's some calories. This gum is 5 calories in it, but that's not gonna be the end of the world. That's way better than eating a couple chips. That's gonna be way more calories. So doing things like that will help when you're overeating to that point. Also, you could just try to drink some more water during and after a meal, and just having low calorie liquids before, during, and after your meal is going to help you feel more full so that you don't want to keep eating. So the next one, as I said, is more like how to deal with snacking and just eating all the time. So for starters, when you're hungry, most of the time you're not actually hungry. Your body just is missing some like minerals or other things, right? So that's why salt, genuinely, like if you just add a little bit of salt to your water and drink it, that a lot of times will end up tiding over your hunger, because you're actually just dehydrated and missing like electrolytes. That's what your body's actually craving, but for most of us, we don't know that, so we just eat. Genuinely, just putting a little bit of salt in your water it's a very effective way of like tiding over your hunger. And especially because like one thing that really made me realize this was I did a 72-hour fast like, I don't know, like 8 months ago now. And I feel like I'm hungrier at least once a week than I was during that entire 72-hour period, which if you haven't done that sounds crazy. Like you'd think I'd be hungry. The first day was literally just salt and water. And then I had some bone broth on that day. And then it was just salt and water the other days. And like genuinely, I was a little hungry, low level hunger like the entire time, but I was not starving at any point. And I really do attribute a lot of that to the salt, because it just kept me hydrated and had the right levels of electrolytes for me. So the last thing, and I've started doing this every single day, is because I'm trying to cut right now. So I eat one meal about an hour after I wake up. Then I eat when I get back from the gym, which will be about, I don't know, 2-3 hours. Right now it's 11:30-ish. Gotta get to the gym, work out. I'll probably get back around like 1:32. I'm gonna eat then, and then I have one meal I start cooking around 7 p.m. So from basically, let's say like 2:30 to 7, I'm not eating, which typically I like to eat every 4 hours. So that's a little bit longer. So I usually get hungry around 5:30, but I'm not gonna eat, or at least even start cooking till 7. So I have a while to tide over my hunger. What do? 0-calorie soda. Genuinely, every time I have one of these, it tides me over for at least an hour. Like last night I had one at 5:30, was good till like 6:45. And then I ended up even waiting a little bit longer after 7 to make my dinner. Genuinely, there's something about, I don't know if it's the carbonation, I don't know what it is. It is also, like I said earlier, just getting more liquid in your stomach. But genuinely, there's something about it. It is just so good for tiding over hunger. Now, the last thing I will say, I just kind of thought of this. Also, make sure you're eating foods that you can eat high volumes of and still be low calorie. Because if you're watching this video, you're probably trying to cut, right? make sure, like I have a good amount of broccoli. I fill this thing up with broccoli every time I eat a meal outside my breakfast. So that allows me in like, let's say, I don't know, 30 to 50 calories, have a lot of volume in my meal. So if you can find ways to increase volume without increasing calories, that is going to be, or increasing calories minimally, obviously, because that you're obviously getting calories, but it is so effective because with your stomach, part of it is just the volume game. Like the more volume you can eat without increasing calories, you're going to be full on less calories. It's very simple. So if you can just find foods like, most vegetables will do that. Also another thing, like for my breakfast, I use egg whites right now instead of eggs. It's way less calories. Like the amount, I do it on a per grams of protein basis. The equivalent amount of protein is 75 calories to 25 calories. Or I'm sorry, 70 calories is one egg. And then like for the equivalent amount of protein in egg whites, it's only 25 calories, I believe. Like I'm saving 50 calories per, and then obviously I'm not gonna do one egg. I typically do like 3 or 4. So I'm saving an extra like 200 calories right there. So just finding ways to increase your volume and without increasing calories too much. And then along with that, just review these again, like quickly, just like having gum, because a lot of times you just kind of want to keep chewing. I have gum almost after every meal outside my breakfast. Any type of 0-calorie soda, as long as the 0 calories, you're not getting any calories, and well, it's going to a degree, satiate you. And then if you're really hungry, like especially like a good time might be like after the gym, just add a little bit of salt to your water, add a pinch or two, whatever it is, and that'll help. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you can use a couple of these to help you not be so hungry. If you want some bucked up, use code PTW2 at checkout for 15% off, because I'm about to go get my lift in today. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on next Sunday, 5 p.m. Catch you there.